Happy Easter, everyone, from Father Orange and Black. Those that die on Good Friday rise to live on Easter Sunday, and so it was with the Philadelphia Flyers coming back in overtime to force Game 7 back in Philadelphia on Tuesday night. Wow. I didn't even get to watch the game, and my heart was thumping. As planned, because once again, the NHL put the Flyers on in the afternoon. I didn't get to see it. Did get to watch some highlights and did get some Twitter and text updates. After the 3 o'clock rosary, rushed back and managed to see that the Flyers were behind, but were gradually coming back. And indeed, right before I left, Danny Briere tied it after JVR had got him in close. So we went to Mass, not knowing what was going to happen. And when Mass was over, I rushed back to the sacristy and looked. And what did I see? A text from my sister Michelle, 4-4 going to overtime. I couldn't take it. So I was going to rush back and start to watch the game. Someone asked me to stop and hear their confession, which I did. And by the time I got over to the office, one of my friends had greeted me with, Leino has scored in overtime. Word is the Sabres fans in the arena were not very happy with that situation. Love the way they booed Danny Briere. Hey, fans, it was your ownership that let him go. It wasn't Danny's fault. He actually likes Buffalo. Anyway, that's all gone now. The Flyers have staved off elimination on this Easter Sunday, and on Easter Tuesday will attempt to go on in the playoffs. Of course, the Buffalo Sabres are not going to roll over, so Flyers, bring your A game. Lavi, you've already named Boucher as the starter. Can we just keep it there? You know, if later on in the playoffs he's having a rough game and it's out of control and you got to pull him just to rest him, that's fine. But let's just stick with Bush the rest of the day. Boucher has been a main man. He's a great Flyers story. What a great team player. I got to think that you just have to ride him, regardless of what happens. No more punishing the goalies. Keep Bush in, and even if you have to take him out for some reason, just start him the next day. As I said, die on Good Friday, rise on Easter Sunday. Now, Lindy Ruff had a lot to say about the Flyers. Now, today, Lindy Ruff had the sour face and said, "Oh, I only comment on my players." Well, Lindy, that's not quite true, because last week you spent a lot of time calling the Flyers whiners and talking a lot about the Flyers making the front page of the Buffalo News. Well, guess what? What was a hockey play when it was a Sabre guy, now all of a sudden the league should look into. Mike Richards hit on Tim Connolly. Well, maybe they will, maybe they won't. But where do you get off? Well, I think I'll look into it. You certainly didn't think the league should look into Pat Coletta trying to run from behind Mike Richards. Oh, wait a minute. Star player, goon running star player from behind. I guess they are made in the image and likeness of their own coach, Lindy Ruff. Okay, here we go. So Lindy, back when Coletta was trying to run a guy from behind, and in self-defense, he put his elbow up and he got a 5-minute major. Yeah, Flyers were pretty TO'd at that, because then you took liberties the rest of the game. Tyler Myers punching Pronger in the face. Gee, when a Flyer punches a guy in the face, what do you call that? A hockey play? No. You call that something that ought to be looked into. So, big guy going after a guy with a broken hand. We see where the Sabres are at. They've definitely become the goons of this rivalry, as I said last week. And Tim Connolly, Mr. Concussion himself, had no problem cross-checking a Flyer in the back of the head last week. Forget what game it was. Don't worry. I'm watching. And Lindy, who's whining now, Lindy? You've spent your whole career whining. Okay, enough of that. The Flyers are moving on. Oh, one more. Yeah, what about when your star goalie was busy punching Carcillo with his with his glove on. What was that all about? And what about when Coletta opened the door on Zerdev? Okay, now that's enough. We're ready to go. Flyers, bring your A game. Pronger, you're going to have an extra day to heal up. Heal up well. You only played 6 minutes today. Hopefully you're going to bring a nasty mood and a nasty slap shot. JVR, the man, coming into his own. What a rocket he had. And the Flyers getting the dirty goals, getting the strong goals, and outshooting the Sabres, putting almost 50 shots on Ryan Miller, many of them quality chances. Looking forward to Easter Tuesday and a Flyers victory to go on to the next level. Thanks, Sabres fans, for making my last video a YouTube hit and for putting all those dislikes on it. You can go back and add some more dislikes today. You're more than welcome to visit. Just keep the comments clean. I had to delete one comment this year. Keep the comments clean. You can trash talk the Flyers, but keep the comments clean. Flyers fans, if you're watching the video, click a couple likes, please. Anyway, let's go Flyers. Let's go Don Earl. Good night. Good hockey.